If you ever wanted to talk with a person who wears what she likes, who can post in her socials whatever the health she wants and do not feel shame about it, like at all. If you wanted to talk a person who easily say something is wrong, say no, or is comfortable to be misunderstood, even if it's joke in the whole room of people, which no one got, like no one was laughing about it. You're talking to me. I mean, you're watching this video, and today I will tell you what is confidence about in my life and how you can be more confident and comfortable being yourself. Truth to be told, I've never been the person who was unconfident. I don't know because of what that, because of my childhood or because of my character, but that's how I am. But it doesn't mean that confident people does not feel unconfident sometimes. And I'm telling you it's from my perspective today because I saw a bunch of videos on YouTube how to be confident, and all of these was from the people who wasn't confident at all. So they made them themselves. They made this confidence. I think it's one of the biggest mistakes that people think that confident people do not feel shame and they do not feel bad about themselves sometimes, and they do not feel insecure, and that they do not feel like, I don't know, a bit strange sometimes or uncomfortable, because there is big difference of being unconfident and feeling uncomfortable for few seconds. And the difference is that I analyze every time. Like every time I walked through new stages in my life and I understood that sometimes something is bothering me, I would analyze that immediately. I think that I opened so much doors much more easily from the first time just because I was confident. And someone tried for the 1,000 times and they couldn't open it. And I'm like, today I'm going to say how it feels like to be confident like that, and how I see that perspective that I always was. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. I don't have this story. I don't have this point A from the real PT to a super story, a super plot when I become super powerful and super confident. No. And that's why I think my experience is unique, because it's different, at least from what I've heard so many times on socials, from popular people, from YouTubers. First thing to be self-confident is self-compassion, because you will fall many times again and again. And if you cannot, or your ego cannot accept it, you're a cook. You think you need to criticize you, but there is already a lot of people who will criticize you, or who do already do. So you're wrong on it. Why would you do that for yourself in that case? Because the foundation of the self-confidence is the person you can come no matter what and no matter how, and you still be worthy, you still be respected, and you still be forgiven, and on and on and on, all problems, and will help you. And this person must be you. Self-confidence is literally based on ability to love yourself, to be patient for yourself and to your mistakes, and to forgive. Again, you know how many times even the most successful people fail? They fail million times more than an average person, because the count of their mistake is what made them successful, yeah? Because they tried much more times than average person would do. They tried much more times. So all of these times, except for the last one, were mistakes. And if you cannot accept it, if you cannot live with that mistakes is just big part of our life. And mistakes is not something personal. It's not about you. If you take these mistakes personal, if it takes it oh my God, I made it, I'm so bad, and so on, I could do that, and come on, guys, what about you? Like, there's nothing about you. Just leave yourself alone, okay? We do mistakes, and of course, we must sometimes change about ourselves something in order to get something. It's okay. It just grows. But it doesn't mean that you're a bad person and that you can't grow or else. Because if you couldn't, you wouldn't have this opportunity. Stop thinking about this like that. Just stop. Your mistakes just do not mean who you are. But stop. Just every time you make it to yourself, you trying to find your fault, why you are a bad person, why you look bad, and stop it. Just stop it, and it will change your life. There is no magical pill which will, you will drink it, eat it, and everything will be okay. You will be confident. No, it's daily work. For me, much more easy, because I would never think about that like this. I'm telling you, I really was I've been doing it like this all my life. But when you try new situations, even if you're a confident person, you can have these moments. And that's from where I haven't experienced. That's why I'm telling you that there's nothing about you wrong. Every time you want to say to you something bad about yourself because something you did bad, something you mistake, or anything, stop it. Forgive yourself. Talk to yourself aloud. Tell how you love yourself, and everything will be okay. And you will be fine, and we will solve it all. Just I said once that becoming an adult is becoming the person you needed when you was a child. Someone who would protect you in these painful situations and traumatic situations in your childhood. And yeah, grow up already. Start to protect yourself. You are the most important thing in your life. Protect yourself. This critic is not something what helps you. You just eat yourself with a spoon. I don't know if you have such a phrase in English, but you literally ate yourself. But if you have problems with appearance, stop looking for your drawbacks. For example, in your face. Just every day try to find or experience new positive feature about yourself. If you think that there is something wrong with your nose, wake up and go to the mirror and, oh my God, I actually have such a good skin. It's so it's so clear. It's so soft. It's so oh my God, I have skin like a model. Yeah, and when you try to find these things, in the end, after months doing that and being grateful for what you have, you will see that everything with your nose is okay. But because of your mind, or because of society, I don't know, because of what, you thought like that. If you change your attitude to your appearance will change. Believe me. I don't know how it works, but our minds change our appearance. And I think you heard that confidence changes the appearance. It's definitely do that work, And I saw these videos of girl who talk, oh my God, to be charismatic, to be confident, you need to put your hand there and your smile like that, and to turn your eyes, but do not turn your head. Before you turn your head, turn your eyes and so on. But you know what makes attractive people attractive? You know what makes charismatic people charismatic? They are being themselves, and they are just confident. They don't eat themselves with a spoon. They don't try to find problems in themselves every day. They just don't care. They don't give a damn. Second thing I called effect of avalanche. It means do not try to do anything heroic before you do small. I mean, start with the small. Just, because when you imagine, for example, that you are super confident and you do this and heroic things for you, and you are not confident yet, and you start with some big level for yourself, most probably you won't be able to accomplish it get over it on your level when you are that small and you take this level. So, but we are fully romanticized it, we dream about it. And when you come to the task that's small, without this experience, because you know it's skill, when you when you set for yourself unrealistic goals, I mean, all goals are realistic, but you need to get there. When you choose this unrealistic big goal for you in the moment, you fail, and then you get even more unconfident than you was ever before. Because, oh my God, I failed again, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But you should have started with a small one. Because when you start with a small, it's already accomplishment. It's already achievement. And you think, oh my God, I did this, so I can do that. Because I already have experience when I succeed, when I work confident. So that's why I call it effect of Allah. Because you start with a small, and it's go down and gets the snow, and it's get bigger all the time. And it's how exactly you get this confidence. You take every time step a bit further. Like one step further than before, further, and then you get this. Third one, confidence is the skill. You know when I get confident? Like really confident. Like every time I stumble on the street, I failed the interview, I told a bad joke and no one was laughing, was rejected by a boy likes. Time I needed to ask a stranger for some help or favor or ask anything. It's where the confidence is. It's where you get it. You cannot just sit in a sofa and have this confidence. Even people who raised with this confidence, they still are not comfortable in these situations, in these kind of situations. This basic level of confidence, I think you should improve it. If you have even no confidence now, or you at least think like that, go and get it. You cannot get it on the sofa watching my videos. Being real. Yeah, you can take advice, you can take a theory, but for you to choose to implement this theory, or just go ahead watching other videos like that and never be confident. So every time I failed, I'm not afraid to tell a joke which no one would laugh about, because I've already been there. I didn't die. I'm alive. It's proved scientifically. This kind of situation, we think that we will die. That's why these emotions are so hard, these feelings. But every time you do not die, what does not kill us, make us stronger? It's exactly about that in all the songs that you sing. Because the further you get, the deeper you understand that the more situations you experienced, the more confidence you get. Because, I've already been there. I can do that. Or I did this and I can do that. Yeah, I had this based confidence. But damn, I was improving that for years. Doesn't mean that you will feel safe in every situation. Many things or people which can trigger you. And yeah, even confident people are not always confident. In fact, they are not. They do not feel safe. Who said that I feel safe every time? No, I just go and do that because I know that I did it before. And yeah, but of course there is a situation when I feel comfortable already like a fish in the water, because you get used to it. The more you get used to it, the harder it is to scare you, because you already know that it's not true, it's a sabotage. And you even become addicted to this fear. Literally, I have this kind of thing. And I can tell you, where is effect of avalanche came one after another. It's dependence. It's, this avalanche just goes down and down and quicker and quicker and quicker and bigger. Also, I really like to think about the situation, what is the worst thing which could happen? And when you think like that, and sometimes I even write, in my journal, in notes, sometimes somewhere, if I need to do something but I'm really afraid of, I just write the worst scenario. And every time I write the worst scenario, it's just hilarious. It's just that stupid. I was easily to overlive that. So yeah, I'm thinking, what's the worst thing? And if I am okay with the worst scenario, with the worst results, I go for that. I don't remember who said that, who created this technique, but I also think, will I remember about this like 5 years later, won't remember it in the 5 years? Go do that. What's wrong with that? It's mean that's it's not such a big deal. Or if you will think about it in 5 years, like, oh my God, I was so funny and so crazy. This is so fun experience. Maybe that was like, it doesn't change nothing now, but it was like, haha, it was so ridiculous. Yeah, something like that. And the last one for today, keep promises to everyone, especially for yourself. I can relate to this a lot. I think like I particularly ruined my confidence because of this one. Because I couldn't, like in some moment of my life, I couldn't trust myself anymore. I would tell myself many things, overwhelmed with something I wanted. I promised myself a lot of things, but actually nothing of it I was doing. I was putting no efforts in it. And every time I was promising myself, I didn't do that. And after that, you just don't believe yourself. And you do not respect yourself. You are not authority for yourself anymore. And if you are not respected by yourself anymore, you don't need support from yourself because you feel bad. You feel that this person is not forced to protect yourself. So you feel unworthy to protect yourself because, okay, imagine a situation when someone says, okay, I will help you with that. Do not worry. Calm down. I will stand for you. And then do not stand for you. I will help you and then do not show up. Imagine that treatment, that attitude for yourself from someone. Would you want it to be with them? Would you respect them? Wanted their presence? No, I don't think so. So, if the only one person who must to protect you and care about you and help you no matter what won't do that, won't do that duty and won't be reliable, won't be trustworthy, you feel yourself pity because there's no one to stand up for you. There's no one to protect your childhood version. There's no one to rely on. There's no one to cry for. There's no one who was like who you needed before. There's no that figure. There's no one to respect. And then when you want to accomplish something, you won't do anything because you say yourself and you know that you won't do that because you didn't do that before. How to break the circle exactly if you are already in this situation? Again, a factor of Allah has set up for yourself small promises which you will accomplish. Start with eating egg on the breakfast. It can have no sense, but you just will do what you said you will do. Or eating egg on the breakfast because it's for your health. Like anything, just a simple thing. Or you will buy that book which you wanted. Like you say myself, okay, today I'm buying that book, I promise. And you go and you buy it. Start with the small things, even if it's sometimes you have no sense. Okay, I promise I go now wash dishes. Like, I mean, anything. And again, a factor of Allah, make this bigger and more important every time. Like with every step. Promises to other people are almost as valuable as promises for yourself because I would say even in the same level. Because when you promise someone something, you promise it also for yourself. You know, you must do it because you promised someone. So, yeah, if you cannot do something, do not promise it. Just do not. If you did, accomplish it. Or if you did and you understand that you cannot do that, but you already promised in the past, go and say that to that person. Maybe suggest another help. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I maximize duration of this video. I try to put all my thoughts and all my experience, and I would like to share more with you. It would be hard to edit, so follow, please. Make my channel grows quicker. I would be really thankful for you. How always, it was Vilha, and see you on Friday. It's always Friday.